Action!
Welcome to another episode of Rumikay Talks. And today we're on the road.
Yes, we're traveling all around Macedonia and we're having a great time. So we have to record this episode in the car while driving on a road trip.
Exactly, and we're going to test the iPhone stabilization system at the same time. Right now we're driving near Ohrid Lake, but you cannot really see it right now, but maybe during this episode, one moment we'll have to show you the lake. And in the meantime, we want to talk about scouting locations for movies. Here in Macedonia, Ohrid Lake, there are a lot of places that you can shoot things that you haven't seen before in other films. For example, here in Macedonia, at the Lake Ohrid, there are a lot of scenic views that haven't been shown as much. Lots of opportunities, therefore.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful, especially if you're a filmmaker or a creator or even a videographer, whenever you travel to a different country to explore the possibilities of filming. Maybe you'll come up with some new stories that you can set in the locations you're visiting. So yeah, Macedonia has a wonderful scenery, so many great locations where you can come up with lots of historical type of films and stories, or not, even modern ones, or futuristic ones. You know, like if you go visit Skopje, there is a lot of architecture from the it's called brutalistic architecture, that type of period, which you can definitely shoot some sci-fi movies there. And then there's lots of different locations where you can do some historical fantasy type of stories. And yeah, if you didn't know, actually the team behind the productions behind Game of Thrones were actually scouting some of the locations in Macedonia, but they ended up shooting in Croatia, in Dubrovnik. But yeah, Macedonia has wonderful locations like that. So it's very interesting, all the possibilities that are available around the world when you're traveling.
Yeah, here in Macedonia, there are a lot of locations that are very old, so you can really have an interesting experience with working with the time travel movies. All right, we had to stop to pay the fee for Galicia National Park, and now we're driving up the mountain to see it. There are a lot of opportunity for time travel movies because there are a lot of ancient stuff that you can find in Macedonia. Even just being here gives you an idea for new stories, for new themes to explore.
Absolutely. And I hope eventually we'll do that. We'll come and film some movies over here. I still don't know how, like all the rules and everything, how it goes, but it's for sure cheaper to shoot and do post-production in Macedonia.
And now you can see the view. So since we're on the road, we're going to keep this episode short, and now we're going to talk about our obsession of the week. So Rumikay, what is your obsession?
My obsession of the week are Ohrid pearls. If you can see, I bought so many pearls, so much jewelry. Ohrid is known for its pearls, so they're so pretty. Yeah, if you're ever visiting, I highly recommend. And you can technically buy them on every corner over here. It's like one of the main souvenirs that you can buy from Ohrid. And what is your obsession of the week?
Well, my obsession of the week is Ohrid Lake. It was my first time here, and it was an incredible experience. It looks like sea sometimes, and it's very peaceful there. Especially the first day we came, it was very quiet still, but now there's like a wind, and it created waves, which created another environment that is also interesting. So thank you so much for tuning in. And before we end this episode, I want to show another companion we have here with us in our car. His name is Verdi.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
And see you next week.